Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. This is the 18th of March, and we got a fairly clear day today, and I thought it would be a good day to come fly out at the Snake River Canyon. But boy, it is super, super windy. And the only drones I brought with me were the Mini 3 Pro and the Autel Nano Plus. Well, obviously, neither one of those is going to be appropriate in this kind of wind. UAV forecast is saying 18 mile an hour sustained and 30 some mile an hour gusts, and it feels like that. So it's pretty windy. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see where I'm standing, and I know I won't be lit very well, but you'll be able to see the canyon behind me, and you can see I've got the landing pad with a rock on it to hold it down. It's windy, but I'm going to go ahead and try and fly the Mini 3 Pro anyway. I think this drone can do it. While those gusts are higher than what the level 5 wind rating is, I think it's going to be okay. And the area that I'm at, this is a different place than you've seen me fly from before. There's a power line right here, and there's some other things to watch out for. However, we are literally on the edge of the canyon. In fact, I'm gonna hold the camera and just show you exactly where we are. I am literally standing 1.5 feet from the edge of the canyon here, so you can see there's some cars down there. So in any case, let's quit messing around. Let's get this drone in the air and wish me luck. Okay, we're fired up and ready to go. Like I said, where I was at there, the landing pad was trying to blow away. I was closer to the edge. That's not going to work. I found a little grassy area here that we'll try at, and the wind has died down here for a second, so it's probably a good time to take off. Looking at the safety menu, yeah, we don't need return to home that high. We're going to take that down to about 35 meters. That's good. Let's go ahead. We did start recording, so let's do an auto takeoff while the wind has died down here for a second. Oh yeah, no, it's blocking the props. So I might have to take off. Yeah, let me see if I can find another spot here. That might be a little better. Let's try that. There we go. And boy, the little drone is dealing with a lot of wind here. I'm going to go up, and we're not going to do our usual bring it into the camera. I want to kind of see how the drone's going to handle it. We're going to go inland here a little bit, and there's power lines kind of a couple directions here. So gosh, I about tripped and fell there as I came down. But anyway, we're gonna do a droney away from the camera. So reverse and up, and let's see how the drone handles the wind. We're over land here, and you can see then where I'm standing. And I'm just telling you, it is a windy son of a gun. And we're not getting any wind warnings. Let's grab some altitude. 35 meters high. We're well above the other power lines here. But you can see where I'm at. You can see where I parked my truck. In fact, I'm gonna kind of yaw around so you can see the territory a little bit. You know what? The drone's doing fine. No wind warnings or anything, so we're doing good. We pick that camera back up just a little so you can see. And that's the road that I just drove in on from the main road, the Swan Falls Road. I expected it to be kind of a mud hole, but it wasn't. So I was just going to go to Dedication Point, but I thought, well, you know what? There's no big mud puddles here to get stuck in. So I thought, well, let's just do it. Well, I think, and there's those other power lines I was telling you about right there. And there's the canyon again. I'm a little nervous about going out over the canyon, but we'll see. I mean, it has been windy like you don't even know. So we're in normal mode here, full stick forward. Let's go out over the canyon. You know me, normally in a situation like this, I would be going down into the canyon and so forth, but with as unpredictable as the winds, as we get over the edge here, I'm a little worried. Do we get an updraft coming off the edge of the canyon? But now we're doing okay, aren't we? Okay, so far so good. I gotta tell you, this little drone, you know, this is a little 240. Of course, I have the extended battery in it, so it's over 250 grams. But I mean, it's a light little drone, and gosh, not a wind warning, not anything, and we've got a lot of wind gusts, and I mean, like I said, I couldn't keep the landing pad in place. It was flying up. There we got a wind warning just now. Like I said, I won't mess around. If we start getting a bunch of wind warnings, we'll bring it back. Let's throw it in sport mode and let's see if we can get down the river here a little ways. And one thing about it is, you know, in sport mode, it'll allow it to pitch just a little bit more and I think help flying in the wind. And you know, we're at better than 16 meters per second. So before we get out there too far, we better come back the other way and make sure we can fight the wind coming back. Yeah, there we got a wind warning as soon as we turned around. And it disappeared pretty quickly. But where I'm standing there is kind of right where you see that downfall pipe coming off the side of the canyon there. And again, you know, normally I would have no problem diving down into the canyon. Now let's just kind of get straightened out here a little bit and kind of get you a better look at the canyon. I see there's a lot of people down in there today. You know, we've had, this is a Saturday, so I think people are getting a chance to get out. We had a couple of days of pretty good weather. And you can still, the drone's fighting the wind because look, it's not, we're in sport mode and, well, it's speeding up now, but it was down, I don't know, about 5 meters per second. Boy, that'll tell you what a robust drone this little guy is. This is impressive, I have to tell you. Yeah, down to 6 meters per second. Not getting any wind warnings, so the drone is saying that it's handling it just fine. Man, I guess they call it Mini 3 Pro for a reason. I have the Autel Evo Nano Plus with me today, but I'll just be honest with you, I wouldn't dare throw that drone up in these kind of winds. I just know it wouldn't handle it well. So yeah, that'd be a good way to lose a drone. Yeah, we got down under 6 meters per second there for a little bit. So I'm comfortable traveling this direction because I know when we come back we'll have the wind behind us. So, and we're still at 78% battery, so we're doing pretty good. The other thing that I just realized is I was facing directly away from the drone, but yet we still had great signal. Good old OcuSync 3, man. And again, I'm using the DJI RC. So boy, it's fighting its way upriver here. So you know, I would like to go further, but I don't know. You know, let me walk towards the edge. Do we dare try and go lower into the canyon? I mean, the wind, I can barely shoot. I'm afraid my hat is going to blow away here right now. Let's see if we can drop it down. Let's get into some negative altitude. And I'm in a spot here. I'm standing right on the edge of the canyon, so I'm in a spot. So we're in negative altitude. And you know what? It's doing a little better, I think, because it probably blocks the wind. Now look at that, 4.5 meters per second. It's slowing it right down. And I have an aircraft behind me. but he is way up there. So I always tell people your ears are your best defense for manned aircraft. Okay, 69% battery. Well, I'm good taking us a little further down here. I don't know that I would get too close to the side of the canyon there. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing in sport mode watching how much it's slowing this drone down. And we're about a little over 15 meters. I just dropped it some more. Let's see if we can get, we're at 20 meters negative altitude. And I'm just telling you, just standing here, it's like I said, I can barely keep my hat on. Okay, well, I'm going to set a goal here. We're going to go out there 1 kilometer, and again, I have direct line of sight to the drone where I'm standing here, so we got really good signal. Let's bring this guy around. See if we can turn it around. Yeah, there we got a wind warning. When we got sideways to the wind, we got a wind warning there. So now we'll have the wind behind us coming this way. So let's bring this guy back. And look at it pick up speed. Yeah, it's really picking up speed. Well, we should be able to get down. Let's get down lower. We should be able to get down low now. And again, like I said, I've got a direct line right to the drone here. So, well, there we got another wind warning. Yeah. And this one is staying. So down in the canyon, evidently, there's some pretty strong winds, but it is behind us. So that's a good thing. So what you're seeing here is kind of the end of the road that you can drive on. And that pipe that you see coming down off the side of the canyon, that's where I'm standing. I'm right there. So let's go ahead and continue downriver here for a little ways. And just see what we can see. There should be some, yeah, there's a lot of people down there. I'm sure there's a lot of fishing going on. We're still at 59% battery, so I'm comfortable staying down here. And yeah, there's a strong wind warning again. So yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring us back up and back over the side of the canyon. And let's get back here, and we'll approach our landing from land. You know, normally I like to, and boy, I'll tell you what, big gust of wind coming up here. Man, oh man. Yeah. Oh boy. So for some reason I'm getting weak signal here, and we're not that far away. Okay, I got it back. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's grab some altitude here and bring it back to us. Okay, let's turn around here where you can see where we're at. I've got enough altitude that I know I'm above the power lines. And again, this wind is, man, I got to work to stand up, let alone fly this little drone. That is just such a testament to how powerful this little drone is. And you can see the power lines there. You can see my car there. And we still are over 50% battery, but you know, discretion is the better part of valor. I think we can start bringing it down here. And I've got power lines right in front of me. So I'm going to want to be able to get, I'm trying to decide if I should try and go under them or over them. Let's bring this guy down. Down. Guys, I'm going to get real focused on what I'm doing here. I'm watching the drone come in, and boy, is it is moving around in the wind. You can watch the little drone pitch into the wind. So we're under the power lines. You can see me standing there. So, you know, I'm not much on hand catching, so we're just going to land this guy in the grass here. And it may, boy, you hear the little motors in the drone. I'm watching. Let me see if I can get the get you a shot of it with the camera. I mean, you can see the drone pitching around up there. It's really battling the wind. So let's bring it down, and you pick that camera back up, and we're going to no doubt. I have no doubt we're probably going to land in an area that it may stop the props, but that's okay. Down we come. And you know what? We did okay. That's all right, just like that. Okay, I'm going to remember to stop recording and stop the screen recording. We were up in the air for about 15 minutes there recording. That was about all my heart could take with this wind. Let me get everything shut down and we'll do our conclusion. Okay guys, I literally have the camera set up here 1.5 feet from the edge of the canyon, and I'm holding on to my hat because there's really strong winds. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't blow me over the side here. But this is going to sound like an advertisement for DJI. Wow, what an amazing little drone this Mini 3 Pro is. These kind of winds, these kind of conditions, and this little guy handled it like a pro. Did we get a couple of wind warnings when we were out there? Yeah, we did. But even when it was fighting the wind, I had it in sport mode, it was still moving forward at 6 meters per second. So, you know, that's about, I don't know, 15 miles an hour or so. So it was still making progress. Of course, with the wind, it got well over its 16 meters per second top speed. But just man, just a fantastic, I just really had fun on that flight. I was nervous, but I had a lot of fun with the drone because of the way it was performing. So we didn't get down as low in the canyon as I often do. And again, this is a spot that you've never seen me fly from before. Kind of next to the, I don't know if it's a downfall pipe, or I don't know if the pipe was actually used to pump water up from the river. I don't know which. However, it is what it is. So this is, like I said, it's a little different spot. In any case, I hope you enjoyed that flight. A lot of fun. There's a reason they call this thing Pro, and I'm closing my eyes because it's blowing dirt up and stuff here. But the DJI Mini 3 Pro, just an amazing little piece of tech. And hang on here for a little bonus footage. I'll walk around with the camera here and just kind of show you a little bit of the area. Okay guys, I'm real brave because of this fence right here, but just the other side of this fence, and boy, my hat just tried to blow away there. It is, it's straight down. So, and there's that pipe I was telling you about, and there's the canyon. And you can see there's people down there, there's boats down there, so there's a lot of recreation going on. And right here, I'm gonna hang on to this fence post here, but this is right on the edge, and you can see where that pipe goes down, and you can see some people that in their campers down there, etc. That's kind of the end of the road where you can drive. And let me, and I'm not kidding you one bit when I tell you that I'm worried about a gust of wind blowing me over the side. So I'm staying kind of, well, further in from the edge than I normally would. But But here you are. I mean, it is really windy. And that little drone handled it without issue. And then you can see these power lines right here. And of course that kind of complicated bringing the drone in, but you know, no big deal. So let's walk up here to the other end up here. I see lots of animal tracks here. I would be willing to bet I'm looking at those. I don't know if that's deer or what. Couldn't tell for certain. But anyway, here we are right on the edge, and I literally, because the wind is behind me, I'm about, I don't know, 2.5 feet from the edge. I am not going to get any closer. But that shows you kind of the end of the trail, and you can see folks down there. And that, I think these power lines were, I think there's a pump down there, and I think that's what that was used to pump water. And there's that classic view of the canyon. And yeah, we got this pile of rocks up here. I was gonna walk up there, but you know what? I thought better of it. You can see where my Tahoe is parked up there. In any case, guys, I guess that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I really appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.